Hey, what's up, everybody? Danny Lightning here. Me and War Machine are going to be doing some War Robots talk. He just had to run and do something real quick, so he'll be here. He'll be back at the microphone in just a second. It's good to see you guys. I see War Machine BOD back in the chat. KD Live, Phantom Halo, Crack the Sky. Who else is here? Nodins. Good to see you guys. All right. Thank you for showing up for our crazy stream. Oh, War Machine's back. There he is.
Thank you, thank you.
He's back. He's back. So yes.
I was actually back the whole time I was giving you the floor, Danny.
Oh, okay. Cool, cool. Yep. So guys, the Islander Cup. All right, the Islander Cup is coming up. I don't know. I don't have a clan to play with that does really, really well, so I'm not really into the whole... I'm not a super competitive person. I just like to play for fun. Like, I don't do a whole lot of clan squads or anything like that, but I'm sure tournaments would be cool. Maybe one day I'll get something together like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
But those of you guys who have a clan and want to get into some actual competitions... You know, check that out. I made a video about it the other day, and I posted a link in the description as to where you can go to register for the Islander Cup tournament. I know they're giving away... Pixonic helps sponsor it, and you know that gaming site helps sponsor it. So they're giving away some prizes and stuff to the winners. Very cool stuff. I don't know if War Robots will ever end up with big money championships like some of the games have or not. No idea. But maybe someday, who knows?
Yep, someday. I'd like to see him make a bot after you or a pilot or something, you know?
I'm still waiting for the legendary hover pilot or something, you know?
Yeah.
I gotta mention the hover pilot on every stream because... I want one.
Have a special weapon where it's like craptastic or something.
the crap sandwich would be called the
crap
ability.
Sandwich, yeah. Something like that in that, you know, aspect, yeah.
The description will say, once you're up in the air, hover will feed your enemy a giant crap sandwich. Have something like that, you know? That would be kind of fun.
I'd love to see the hover come back, you know?
Hey, Phantom Halo, how's it going? Marshmallow, what's up? K-Fed. Maddie, what's going on? Oh, Josh is here. I didn't see him. Where's Josh at?
I had to scroll up, but I seen it.
Oh, okay. How's it going, guys? Thanks for stopping by on this lovely, unbeautiful, super snowy, crappy, cold day. Maybe some of you guys are in nice parts of the world where it's not freezing cold and there's not a bunch of white stuff all over the place.
Yeah, a lot of people love snow. A lot of people hate snow. I love the way it looks, and I love to go out in it. But to live there and have to deal with the driving conditions, and you know, you have to go out and. I lived in Ohio up there by Lake Erie, and just for me to go to work, I had to go out an hour before I'd have to leave to go to work just to shovel the driveway and get the snow off of the windshields.
My phone is giving me a hard time. It's probably my fault. It's probably not the phone's fault. It's just one of those days today where pretty much everything in the world has gone wrong. Sort of.
If it can go wrong, it's going, huh?
Yes, like I was trying to work on rearranging my room earlier, and everything I touched, I just dropped it over and over and over and over. It's like I couldn't keep anything in my hands, and I was up on... Most of you guys know I got all that nerve pain and stuff, and I was up on my feet a little too long, and it flared everything up, and I can barely move right now. Plus, I don't feel good because of my sinuses, so it's one of them days, guys.
Yep. Sinus could be a pain in the butt. I had to have sinus surgery when I was just a kid, and I used to wake up with nosebleeds. You know, every night I'd go to bed and it was okay, and I'd wake up and 3 o'clock in the morning and my pillow would be full of blood, and
Yeah,
They said it was some sinus infections was causing them to swell.
they told me I should have sinus surgery. I was like, hell no, none of that stuff.
Oh man, that shit hurts. For like, I remember Danny for like 2 months after that. I couldn't hardly
can only
eat,
imagine.
drink. Oh my god, I had headaches. My eyes was hurting from, oh my, it was horrible.
Wait, KD Gaming says, what do you guys think about the new update? The nerfs coming and the buff on the Ao Jun. What was the buff on the Ao Jun? I think I missed something. Is there actually an Ao Jun buff coming?
Yeah, I heard, Danny. Yeah, it's supposed to be getting a buff.
Over the weekend, I actually forgot to get on the test server and see what they had on there, so...
Yeah, I heard the Ao Jun was supposed to be getting some type of buff. I'm really excited about the Hawk buff. I mean, the Hawk nerf on there. 70%
Me too.
Damage on regular bots and 120% on all Titans.
I can't wait for them to nerf that thing, honestly. The Hawk's just a holy terror right now, so...
Yep. And what's going to be the next one that's going to be, like, people's going to take advantage of, Danny? Like last night I was in that game I was telling you about? Them shells. You got these clans that are dropping, they got 2 and 3 shells in each one of their accounts.
Yep.
So they're dropping them, and if you kill that, they drop another one. But they're all rushing you back into your spawn, and it's like a ping pong ball. You can't even shoot and aim at nobody because you're bing, 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 bing.
Everybody was like, oh, the shell's not going to become the meta. I've heard so many people say that, but I'm starting to see more and more shells, guys. They're starting to become all over the place. I think they are going to become the meta. We're going to need flamethrowers, and we're going to need rocket weapons, okay?
To go against them,
anything else that does splash damage will be great against the shells. We're also going to need more kinetic weapons to bust the shields, because energy shields have a really hard time taking the shells down. So the rockets are great because they not only do they damage the shield, the splash damage also damages the shell before the shield, and the flamethrowers bypass shields completely and just go right through. So all right, I actually got some flamethrowers. I don't know if I should level them up because I freaking hate them. I hate everything about them. Like, I cannot aim.
It's hard to aim with.
Yes,
I know. You try to aim in front of them, you're either aiming too far ahead or you're aiming too far behind them.
I miss almost. It's like 90% of the ammo gets wasted because I just can't hit anything that moves with the flamethrowers. But.
That's what I won last night in the 200 chest was the shell, so I'm actually excited about that.
But yeah, I think I'm going to start focusing on my sonic weapons and my rockets.
Yeah.
Because we're going to need some stuff to destroy these guys. For sure.
I wonder if the tridents will ever come back, because the tridents would be good, weapons to use against them as well, because of a little bit of splash damage,
Yeah. Now, Ao Jun with two, if you could get a Ao Jun with 2 of those, the heavy rockets. What are they called? The heavy freeze rockets. What the heck are those called? I can't think all of a sudden.
You're not talking about the Tulum? Oh, they're the heavies. And I've got a
come
couple
on,
special
man!
edition of them weapons too.
If I can't think of it, you're supposed to know.
Oh man!
Neither of us can. Glaciers. Yes, thank you, CK, and Curtis, and Lone Spanker. Yeah, glaciers. All right. Ao Jun, his flamethrower is going to be able to get up over top of the shell and shoot down into his shield. Yeah. Anything that can fly is going to be able to get up and shoot down inside of the shield. Plus, Nightingale is another one. He's going to be able to suppress the shell. Then he's going to be able to drop down and just crush it with the freeze rockets. So anything that can get up in the air to hit him with the suppression or with the weapons is going to be great, I think. Plus,
Nightingale's getting that nerf, but I still think it's going to be. You're still going to see him out there though, because the nerf ain't going to kill it.
It's still going to be pretty good, I think. Maddie is going to be building the Hades, which is sweet.
Yeah.
You'll like that Hades a lot. I love my Hades. Definitely one of my favorites.
What you running for your Hades, Danny? You got the Hades pilot, or you running Adrian Chong?
No, I'm just I don't have a legendary pilot on mine at all. I think I've only got like 3 skills on mine, so
Really?
I got the skill that does the extra ability damage. I've got the armor expert, and I think I've got the mechanic on there.
Yeah.
So more hit points, mechanic, and more ability damage. I think that's all I've got on that Hades, and he still does awesome. Phantom Halo. What's going on? Who else is here? That's just stopping in. Darth Thanos. Good to see you guys. Thanks for stopping by the stream. What's up, Crack the Sky? Good to see you.
Yep.
Thank you for hanging out with us on this lovely, what's today, Thursday, Wednesday? What lovely Wednesday?
Wednesday.
I don't even know what's going on today,
Wednesday.
man. I'm just out of it. But yeah, shells are definitely going to be the new meta, everybody. Or meta.
Yep. They was. Danny, they botted me out in 2 minutes in a match, on a beacon match. They didn't even worry about the beacons. All 5 of them shells ran back. It was on the castle map.
Yeah.
Ran back on the low side, on my side, on the spawn, and just sat right there. And I was just bouncing off of the side walls of the mountain and the little buildings right there. And bing, bing. I couldn't hit nothing. I couldn't shoot nothing.
What we need is a whole hangar of Fenrir's with flamethrowers and rockets.
Yep. That'd combating them pretty good, I do believe. Hey, Kumar. Good to see you, buddy.
Canners.
I have one question for War Machine. Why is the Typhon not getting hype or popularity between the top players? Some like Scorpion and Hawk. Even Shell is more popular than Typhon. That is a matter of opinion, buddy. I've run in there with some pretty good, top dogs. It's pretty stout, and they've got Typhons. Some of them.
I don't think the Typhon's actually gonna be. Like, I don't think we're gonna see him everywhere like the other bots. So I know what he's talking about.
It's not gonna be too OP. Yeah, it's not too OP. You gotta
That's the reason.
It's right. It's kind of like the Leech and the Ares. You see him out there a little bit, and then boom, then you don't see him as much. Blitz,
I mean,
same thing. I'm not seeing there as many Blitz anymore as what I used to.
It's an awesome robot, but if somebody can get through its shield, bye Typhon. You know what I mean? It's It's harder to play. It's not crazy overpowered. It's more of a really balanced robot where if you can stay away from people and not let anybody get close to you, he can be pretty deadly, but it's not that hard to kill a Typhon, actually.
Yeah.
It's more of a skill bot, I would say, in a way. It is, but it isn't.
Like the Ares or the Leech. With the Ares, if you come out in your ability and you go up in your ability at the wrong time and somebody's on their last stand, you use that ability up during their last stand, you just wasted it, and then they're gonna melt you.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with the Typhon. You just got to know when to come out, know when to go back into cover, and know when to use your ability.
Yeah, Al June can definitely destroy Arthur's Kill 'Em All. What's up, Kill 'Em All and Roop? Nice to see you guys.
Yep.
Luleg, what's up, buddy? Concord, nice to see you, dudes and dudettes here. But yeah, guys, Al June has always been a Arthur destroyer.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 glaciers plus flamethrowers eat up Arthur's pretty quick. So.
Well, you get a couple out Junes, even go up on like a Fenrir, man. You'll take a Fenrir, with just that flame.
They're a lot harder to play now, though.
Yeah. Well, they only stay in air like 8 seconds. They ain't airborne there as long as they used to be, but they're still that dragon's breath, man. It's out. I think they gave it a secret buff and didn't say nothing.
But yeah, I mean that ability goes right through the shield, so.
Yeah.
Flamethrowers.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
That's the nice thing about flamethrowers and shield bots.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really need to work on mine. KD Live, thank you, buddy. Thank you so much,
bud,
man. Appreciate the support there.
Yeah. KD's good people.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how the game progresses. I mean, there's a lot of rumors about new robots and new Titans. Plus, the new Demeter is going to be out eventually, and I think that's going to be a cool bot. I think it's going to be pretty cool.
Right,
Yeah.
it says Shell Shield will get nerfed in 3 to 6 months, Catter said. Well, yeah, probably.
I don't know if it's a shield or is this blast damage is going to get nerfed.
Blast
but
damage, probably, yeah.
something's going to get hit on that guy. His shield really doesn't seem all that strong, I guess. CK, people are definitely talking about the Al June getting a buff, so it's quite possible. It looks like he's going to get some extra hit points or something, which really isn't the type of buff that I wanted to see, but if it does go through, I mean that would be nice, but I'd rather see a little more flight time again, and
yeah,
maybe something like that. I don't know. He was a lot more fun. He was so much more fun when he stayed in the air longer. Like the short flight time really takes the fun out of the Al June, in my opinion.
I scrolled up. Catter said the Hulk is getting 15% armor. Oh, all right. Yeah, what is... Excuse me. So what's the Al June? Oh, okay. Yeah, there it is. 15% armor on Al June also, Catter said.
Zuby, what's up, buddy? Yeah, I think all Titans cost... I don't know how much Titans actually cost to max out. Maddie says 11,000 platinum to max them out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would not be surprised, honestly. I mean, I still haven't been able to max a Titan yet.
Yeah, Dor just got his Almino 100 level 120 yesterday or day before, and
it's a long process, guys.
It is, man. Mine's only like a level 70 something. You imagine them guys like the day that them came out, you know, and you seen them out there maxed out, like how much money that cost to do that?
Oh,
like,
crazy amounts, I bet.
Had to have.
What's up, Drawn? How's it going? Crack the sky. Have a great day. We'll catch you later.
See you, buddy.
I was just gonna say something about the Titans. I gotta check to see what level my Arthur is, because I mean I've been working on Arthur ever since the day that Titans came out, honestly. How long ago was that? How long have we had Titans? Does anybody know?
I know it's been a little minute now, because they've already had 2 sets of Titans came out.
I mean, it's probably been about a year, hasn't it?
I would say at least 10 months to a year.
I've been getting all the operations and all the platinum from it, and I still haven't maxed out my Arthur.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. You imagine that I seen guys the day that the Titans came out. I seen maxed out Almings out there on the field and maxed out Arthur. And seen a couple of them make videos, and they sat down on their personal accounts, not their battle rec accounts. They sat there and bing, 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 bing. Hell, Islander, I saw him on his video. When he got the Minos, he took it from 0 to maxed out in 8-minute video.
Let's
Weapons
see.
And everything. That must be nice, buddy. It'd take me 14 and a half years.
My Arthur is currently at level 96.
Cool. Hell yeah.
I mean, it goes up to 150, so
yeah.
I got, what, 54 more levels to go? I mean, I've been building this guy for I don't even know how long, and I'm not even close to having mine maxed out, honestly.
Yeah, but let me ask you something, Danny. Do you know, like, once it gets to a certain level, if the platinum is just a certain amount, or does it keep raising like I'm seeing it on mine?
It keeps going up.
Higher each time?
I mean, I've got my core up to level 41, and that's about 102 platinum per upgrade now, so every upgrade, it seems to get more expensive.
Man.
So yeah,
we need to get more in-game platinum daily or something. They need to throw in there for grinders, man, because man.
16 months. Okay, thanks, Zuby. 16 months now, he says, and still haven't maxed out an Arthur. So yeah, it takes forever, guys. Now, when I received my Minos, it was as a prize from the YouTube Creators Program that... Oh yeah, by the way, if you guys aren't familiar with the YouTube Creators Program, if you have 500 subs on YouTube, you guys can sign up for that, and if you get enough views plus the subs required, they do send you some robots and weapons and stuff every once in a while. So I actually received my Minos because of the YouTube Creators Program, guys. And I think it came at level 90 or something like that. I've currently got him up to... I've been working on him and the Arthur a little bit, so... Let's see. I got my Minos up to level 107, so some of my resources... So I've put, what, 17 levels into the Minos.
Yeah.
And 96 into the Arthur. So yeah, it's a long process, everybody. I forget where I was going with that exactly, but... Oh well. I had a point there, but I've lost it.
But what do we get though? Is like if you're on the grinder side or low spender, like what do we get daily for platinum?
Not
get,
a
like,
whole lot,
65
honestly.
Platinum a day or something.
I'm not
like
really
that?
sure.
Like,
They did add a lot of those videos we can watch to get platinum now, but I'm too lazy to watch that many videos. I get burnt out on watching the videos if I watch too many. I watch a couple of those a day, like maybe 5 or 10 total.
Yeah.
But I can't stand to watch too many more because, you know, this ain't the only game I got playing that makes you watch videos all day long, so...
I watch the crap out of my videos. Being the only reason is because, you know, upgrades, the cook times are just ridiculous, like 11 to 12, level 11 to 12.
Hey, Wasabi Apple. Hi, Ivano. How you guys doing? Ramakumar, what's up, buddy?
Ivano.
Good to see you guys. Ironhide, what's up? Thanks for joining us.
Yep.
Tattoo Josh is back in the house.
Tattoo Josh in the house. Get to the beacon now.
Yeah, free-to-play people are always going to be a little behind, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I hope they can kind of change the matchmaking a little bit. That would help us free-to-play players out a lot. I think they're kind of trying to find a way to make that a little better. Actually, they're trying to just find something.
Is if I go in there 3-4 o'clock in the afternoon on up, you know, until like 9 p.m. It's tough out there. I mean, it's like the matchmake. You're in a totally different algorithm. I noticed, but if I drop in there early morning-ish till my time or late night, I can go in there and win 85% of the matches I drop into, even with randoms.
Yeah, it definitely depends on what time the good players are on, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Tattoo Josh said he ain't never bought no platinum and never will.
Yeah, I mean, I get all of mine out of the operations, honestly.
Yeah.
That's where most of mine comes from.
I just get mine, just the daily grind is, I close out all my dailies, and if I got to, because like my next upgrade right now on anything on my Titan is 87, right?
Yeah.
That's like, if I wanted to upgrade something right now, so, you know, that's 2 days of grind, you know, and getting your platinum just to do one upgrade. So it's slow and tedious process, but I guess if you guys grind, man, if you're not spenders and you guys grind, it'll get done eventually.
Yeah, I can't afford to buy much, but when I can, I like to get the operations passes. I mean, it's nice to get all the platinum and the resources, plus a couple weapons or robots here and there, you know what I mean? I mean, it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to afford all of them when they're doing the 10-day ones. So I mean, that's what like $45 a month or something. So can't always afford to buy. I know, you know, not everybody can afford to buy all three, but even if you can only buy one or two a month, I mean, it's all a nice help. Just wait till one you really like pops up and get that,
and then get it. Yep. What I'll do, Danny, is I'll keep just enough money on my Google Play or whatever. Then when I see the dollar deals or the $1.99 deals, you know, 700 gold or 1,000 gold, 600 gold or 100 platinum. I bought 100 platinum in there the other day. It was 50% off on normal cost on the store thing.
Well, Zuby. Oops, sorry. Go ahead.
You just got to get the deals, man. Is the best thing.
That is true. I love those $5 deals. Sometimes you find something amazing for $5 or $3 or $2.
Yeah.
I mean, I love those special weapon deals. Those are awesome.
Yeah.
I do get those when something really cool shows up for like $1 or $2 or
Yeah.
$5. I usually buy those, but I can only afford to buy the cheap stuff most of the time. Zuby says we shouldn't reach Champion League for free to play, but I actually forgot about this. You just reminded me. They are making another league, guys. They are going to add another league. I can't remember. It's not a league after Champion. It's somewhere before Champion, but I think it's going to make a lot of us drop back into a lower league. I'm not sure. I wish I remembered the exact details. They said it was going to be between this league and that league, but I can't remember which two they
I don't think
said.
they can drop me no more out of it than Masters 2, man.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what's going to go on with that, but I think they should add a league after Champion. They should have like they should have like Super Champs or something. You know what I mean?
Super Saiyan, man. They should have like a Super Saiyan deal. Like if you're all maxed out and you're like 8,000 above on league, guess what? You're in here.
Well, I don't
whatever in there.
I don't think Goku would be too happy if, War Robot stole his thing, so.
Well, I don't know. I would like to see a damn robot out there with a tail hanging out the butt of it, root end of it, because he's a Super Saiyan, because he's maxed out.
The Frieza robot.
Like right. Everybody, oh shit, he's got a tail hanging out his backside of him. He's maxed out. Run.
All right, we're geeking out over here. Sorry, guys.
What do you think about the operations, Danny? This operations, you think, in your opinion, is it worth buying?
Well, you know what? You got a full robot plus a couple of weapons. So if you like the robot and you like the weapons, plus the resources added on, I would say yeah. But if you're not interested in the spider bot or the 2 weapons that they're giving out, then no. But
yeah,
it's really personal preference on each one, whether or not you like what's in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You gotta kind of see what you need and if it's in there, huh?
Wait, Curtis says the Dragon Bots have tails. I think only the special edition one, though, right? Let me find my Al June really quick. Let's see if he's got a tail.
Yeah, he does have a little tail.
Mine doesn't. Mine doesn't. The special edition one does, though. Sorta.
Yeah, that's the one I got. I got that. I got 3 Al Junes. I sold one of them.
The regular Al June just has like a headlight on his butt.
Yeah.
I don't think I would call that a tail. Let's check out the other ones. Let me go to the store and look at the other flying robots really quick. Let's see if those have tails. That would be kind of cool if they did. I'm not super familiar with most of those, honestly. Let's find them. There's the Quinn. I don't know. I mean, some people might kind of say that's a tail, but maybe. I don't know.
It is somewhat, like
it's tail, sort of tail, like a tail. Here's the gong.
So the other Al Junes don't have it,
Yeah.
The Deathwing's the only one that has that. Yeah.
He's got a butt light. He has a butt light. Okay. Al June's got the. He's kind of like Rudolph, but his butt instead of his nose.
Oh hell. He said Rudolph instead of his butt. Oh, that was funny, Danny.
KD, yeah. He says he plays against maxed out guys over 6K all the time. And he's an expert or Master 3. Oh, they're an expert or Master 3. Oh.
KD, I would love to see tankers stop.
Yeah. They need to.
You would, man.
They need to figure out some way to where if your weapons and robots are over a certain level, you shouldn't be able to drop below a certain league ever. That's what they need to do with that.
Yeah.
Because the tankers, man, they get a whole hangar of Cossacks, and they just lose.
Well, most games do have that league lock like that,
Yeah.
So you can't go down too far below your league where you shouldn't be in.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy, I think.
Hey, Terra Road. Thanks, buddy.
What's up, Terra Road? Terra Road in the house.
We got some good guys in here, man, with us.
Oh yeah.
I don't see Amphibious. He's slacking. He's one of our mods. He's slacking, Danny.
I think I saw him. I thought I saw him here earlier. Maybe not. I could be wrong.
He's probably watching us right now. He tells me a lot of times the reason why he don't get in there and post too much, because he says that, you know, me and the other mods have it pretty much situated. You know, he don't want to, you know, over talk us or whatever. I said, man, don't worry about that. Hell, shit, we want to hear from you.
Yeah, man. It's cool to have him in here, actually.
Yeah.
JR says I sound different.
Probably your sinuses, Danny.
Yeah, it could be. My sinuses are real bad today. Plus, I'm wearing headphones, so I can't really hear myself too well. I gotta wear headphones so I can hear War Machine talk. You know, without... If I play it over my speakers and it might echo back into the microphone, then you hear War Machine twice and things get weird.
Franco said he tested out his level 1 Hawk. I mean, level 1 shell, and it did better than his Hawk. What level Hawk you got, buddy? Because I can tell you this much right now. A level 1 shell done better than a Hawk.
Oh, I sound better than normal. Okay.
Tattoo Josh said, dang it, Amphibious. I wasn't going to say the other part.
The microphone I use actually has... It's like one wire with 2 microphones attached. I actually have both microphones over by me today instead of just one. Usually I keep one on one side of the room and one on the other, but maybe it sounds better because both microphones are over here.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll just leave it like that from now on then. Hey, there's Amphibious.
You sound good on this end, but I'm hearing you sound stuffy, Danny. It's your sinuses.
Yeah. After this stream, I'll probably take a Mucinex, man. I was a little worried because right before the stream started, I felt like I was about to puke. When I have bad sinus days, it does that to me, so it's settled down a little bit. It just kind of drains and upsets your stomach. Gross stuff.
Yeah. I hate sinus stuff, man. This stuff is the worst, especially certain times of year, man. Pollen and all that. Franco said no, War Machine. He's talking about his Hawk at level 1 died quicker than his shell did at level 1.
Oh, okay.
His shell did decent. Okay.
Nothing.
Makes sense. Okay, yeah.
Nothing is good at level 1 though, guys. A level 1 robot. Well, it depends on what league you're in, but if you're in like the mid to higher leagues, I mean, a level 1 robot will barely do anything for you.
Yeah, ain't gonna do nothing. Phantom, I want well, is the one that you get from the 200 chest, the event chest, Danny, is that considered a special edition or not?
What, the shell?
The shell, yeah.
No, the special edition.
Last night.
Roop, there is a special edition shell coming out soon. It looks like a skeleton. You didn't get one that looks like a skeleton, did you?
Oh.
It's really neat looking. Like it just looks like bones, man. It's really cool.
Really? I gotta get that.
I'm surprised you haven't seen the photos of that yet. It's actually really sweet. Like, it looks amazing. Saltwater? Huh. Sniff? Are you telling me I'm supposed to inhale salt water or drink salt water? Which one? I don't know. I don't think I'd want to inhale it. That might be terrible. Yeah. It's called Cano Shell. Okay. Thanks, Franco.
Cano Shell.
But yep. We should have a special edition coming out.
Like a skin for that, for the, because I just won one and I don't like the way that it's like an orangish reddish looking color, like almost like.
I think it's gonna be in the crates again, you know.
Will it?
Yeah, it should be in the Lunar event, I believe. The Lunar New Year event's gonna come up on the next update, and I'm pretty sure that's when the special edition shell comes out. It's not actually a skin, I don't think. I think it's actually a special edition, but I could be wrong. Edition. I could be wrong. Maybe it's a skin, but I don't think so.
I think it's special edition, Danny, on that.
He says it looks like a Ninja Turtle.
I want that skin, that paint, the one that looks like skeleton. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, it would be.
Where'd you see that at, Danny? They had it on the test server or something? They had that
No, but a while ago they announced that it was coming. If you go to my Discord and look at that announcements tab and run back,
okay.
it's on there.
Okay, cool beans. Yeah, I'll check that out.
Somewhere it's on there.
Yeah, because I want to see if it is special edition or if it is just a skin, if it differentiates in there. But if it's a skin, I'll pay, whatever gold. If it's only like 5,000 gold or whatever, I'd pay to get that. Look like a skeleton coming at you across this field, finna blow you up. What?
Yeah, it's cool looking actually. At least to me, it looks like a skeleton. To you, maybe someone else would say it different, but I gotta pee again, man. When I don't feel good and my anxiety's kind of high, I pee a lot. So I'll be back in a minute, guys.
Okay, I'll take a question if anybody's got anything they want to ask about the game or anything.
All right, ask War Machine some questions. Woo!
Me, Tattoo Josh, any of the mods can help you with a question, but if anybody in here has a question, if they just got a new bot and they're wondering about what mod should I run or what pilot should I do on that, or KD Live said, did you see the 200 box opening as a bug? Sometimes it don't swap at all. I didn't know that. Mine showed the three different things last night. The heavy sonic weapon, and then the two bots that I could pick from. And I ended up getting winning the shell. Sing a song, War Machine, Catter said. Nah, buddy, I ain't gonna put y'all through that. Group said, same for me, Tattoo. I haven't won a Hulk yet, but I have a shell and Typhon. I can't even get Hulk components. Huh. Well, I don't know how to answer that for you, buddy. I mean, I don't want to see a billion Hulks out there, but they should have it to where it's exclusive, but to where if you're a grinder, you can acquire it too. I agree. I think that. My question is, why am I so awesome? Tattoo Josh, because you're our Crackamaranchi, man. We love you. Catters did the two little bitty symbols. Ironhide, just keep it up. Just don't stop, man. Just keep up the grind. You'll end up getting them, good, decent bots and weapons and stuff here and there. I don't know what level you are on Ironhide, but they also have workshops, so you can get halfway decent weapons and bots out of there, if you need anything. Ironhide say, good luck, Denny. I know last time Ironhide he went in there, he fell in twice. I had to call the damn National Guard and the U.S. Navy. And then both of them told me they were going to have to give me a rain check because they couldn't find him. Tattoo Josh getting that crack on my rachis. Group said, I kind of don't even want a Hulk anymore. Listen, it's a good bot. Even this nerf, 70% damage to all regular bots and 120 towards Titans. I think that's a really good nerf. I think that's where it needs to be about balance that. Because right now I can get a Hulk go up on me in my pretty much maxed out Fenris and melt me. So that shouldn't happen. Not on one fly. If I'm stupid enough to stay out in the middle and he goes up on me on the second pass, I deserve to die. You know what I mean? But
well, I'm back.
Hey, back. Did the Navy did they find you? Navy or any of them guys that I sent in there for you just now?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, Danny. We had to send a search party looking for you, buddy.
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
Well, I see a pretty.
They're probably still looking.
I see a pretty interesting question here from Nicole, saying, which modules do you upgrade first? Well, that really kind of depends on which robot you're playing, because certain robots love different modules. That's kind of a hard question to answer, but if your robots has shields, All right, if your robot has shields, you definitely want to get some fortifiers if you can.
Yeah.
Last stands, though, on almost every robot except for a few, last stand is crazy important. So my opinion is you want to look at last stands, you want to look at the fortifiers for shield robots. Armor kits, for some robots, armor kits are crazy important. Other kits, I would go with some of those overdrive units. But
Yeah.
I mean, if you're, it's very expensive to upgrade the paid modules, plus you have to buy them. Now, if you're just upgrading the free modules, I would suggest just doing armor kits. All right, if you're just doing the free modules, it's pretty inexpensive to upgrade those. I mean, an armor kit gives you what, like, I think 3 armor kits gives you what, 15% more health? I mean, that's actually pretty big. Let me check really quick, make sure I'm correct here.
Yeah, any bot that you have that's squishy out there,
Yeah.
you know, throw you, even if it's one of the stock armor mods that you have to use for now until you get a heavy armor mod, if you don't have the gold armor mod that you buy with gold, but you'll get them. They've got them in crates and stuff. So, but yeah. And listen, Danny, also remember the other day we was talking about the drones and the chips?
Yeah.
Now, some of them chips run off of those mods, so that goes in conjunction with that. You know?
That's true.
You know?
But yeah, I mean, a regular armor kit, if you max it out at level 4, you get another 5% damage per armor kit. And most robots hold 3. So that's 15% more health for, you know, way cheaper than most things cost. So
yeah,
that's what I did. I maxed out as many armor kits as I could before I started getting the premium modules. Yeah, I mean, overdrive units are sweet. Cloaking units are kind of cool. The only thing I don't like about cloaking units is they let you can only use them once per battle.
Yeah.
Now, Battleborn's really nice for like your beacon runner. I don't think I would put it on anything but a beacon runner. Anti-control. On certain robots like a beacon runner, anti-control can be awesome because it sucks getting locked down.
Locked down and suppressed all the time, yeah. Especially a Hawk goes up on you and he's got the pilot that's got the lockdown. As soon as he hits you with his ability, you know, his special flame,
yeah,
you know, you're locked down right there. So if you got a beacon runner and you running through there, the higher level you have that mod, you know, the less of a chance he'll have to lock you down. You can just suppress, you can just run right through all this stuff.
But yeah, I mean, it really does depend on which robot you're putting the modules on as to which ones you should focus on, though, too. So
I would say a last stand is probably a first must. Like, if you don't have a last stand on none of your bots, none of your hangars, you know, a last stand is something good to have.
it's actually amazing. The only thing, though, like a level 1 last stand is kind of just so, okay, guys?
Yeah.
You gotta level those things up. If you can max out a last stand, which costs 200 million silver, I believe, that's a lot of freaking silver, but they are so good, it's unbelievable. KD, it looks like he made a second donation, buddy. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Bubba. It didn't even pop up on mine, Danny.
Yeah, I see a second one on there, so thank you, buddy. That's
really?
so...
Thank you.
I appreciate that so much, man. Definitely a big help.
I see it now. I had to scroll up and down again. Yeah, it's for some reason my screen's locking up, not wanting the chat to keep going, you know, refreshing.
Amphibious, I've tried Bulwark before, mainly on the test server, and I've never been able to do well with that thing. But yeah, I know PGO really likes it. PGO loves his Bulwark.
Oh yeah.
Like, I suck with that thing. That's one of the...
You gotta have maxed out fortifiers and have him, you know, high level too. But yeah, they do. They're tanks out there, man.
Yeah, last stand and 2 overdrives on the Blitz would be awesome. See,
That's almost a must.
Catter says anti-control is another favorite of his. Anti-controls are good. Like, I would love to have a maxed out anti-control on my Phantom. That's the one robot I have where I don't want him to get locked down. I want that guy to be able to keep going, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if I think 2 Battleborns and an anti-control would be the best Phantom setup possible.
Yeah.
But that's just me. That's my opinion. So every
I
robot.
like running a Battleborn on my Scorpion. If
really?
y'all have Scorpions, run a Battleborn on it because the first 8 seconds that you get shot, or so many seconds,
20
you're
actually.
Immune, or 20, yeah, you're immune to all, or so much incoming damage, 70% or something like that. So, I mean, why not run it? So,
But it only
because
works.
I always take damage. Go ahead.
Only works once though. You know that, right?
Once, yeah,
One time.
But
As soon as somebody shoots you, the Battleborn kicks on. Then you got 20 seconds of, extra durability or damage resistance, I should say. But after that 20 seconds is over, it does not kick in again until the next game.
Eric said he got a scatter today. Good, congratulations, man.
Sweet, scatters are amazing. You're gonna like that. Kill 'Em All is running cloaking units on his Scorpion. That's also a cool idea.
Yeah.
I've tried that, but my cloaking units are all level 1, and they're cool,
They don't
but
work
they don't last very long though at level 1.
At level 1, they just don't function good enough. You got to bring them up. I think Adrian or one of them had that on one of their videos and talking about those had to be kind of high level to work properly.
What's up, Thomas? Welcome to the stream. On my Scorpion, I usually use overdrives because the thing is, Scorpion can get in there and just get out as quick as he wants. I'd rather have something that did more damage on him, I believe. I want to pound people as hard as possible, as quick as possible, and then leave.
Yeah.
So I think overdrive is probably I don't know. Overdrive's probably my choice. I would probably run 3 overdrives on my Scorpion if I could.
He'd be a powerhouse, yeah. He'd get in, do that serious power, and get out.
Most of my modules, though, they're all level 1 modules, except for a couple, so...
Yeah.
I've been working on leveling a few modules up, which is nice.
Mm-hmm.
I got a couple fortifiers maxed out, a couple armor kits maxed out. Finally got a couple last stands upgraded. It's a really slow process on getting those modules going.
Josh says he uses thermal nukes on his Scorpion.
Thermo nukes are actually pretty cool. It's nice to have something that gives you constant damage and doesn't have to, kick in after you get to so much health loss or whatever.
Yeah.
Adore, what's up, buddy? Nice to see ya. All right, so he's
We were
got
just talking about him earlier.
cloaking unit, anti-control, and an armor kit on a Phantom. That sounds like a good setup.
Yeah.
Definitely sounds like a good setup. Yeah. It'll be interesting once all the nerfs and buffs come to the live server,
Yeah.
I like the thermo nukes, but I don't know if I would really dump that many resources into a thermo nuke, honestly. I have a couple of them, but those again I think are all level 1.
I've got a couple thermal nukes that are level 5 or 6s.
Nice.
They're okay. Yeah.
But I do love the heavy armor kits, though.
Yeah.
Heavy armor
Thank
kits
you,
are
Xander.
nice. Anything that's got damage resistance seems to work really well with the armor kits. So, I mean, your Fenrir, your Falcon, your Blitz, your Phantom, any of those guys can really take advantage of some extra armor because the damage resistance, is amplified by your armor as well. So,
Yep. Fortifier is a great mod that's a cheaper. What's the cost on the Fortifier to upgrade it? It's cheaper to upgrade that than
it's like
thermal
half
nukes
the
and stuff.
cost. It's only half the cost of most modules to upgrade the fortifiers, which is cool.
Yeah. So, because she asked, Nicole asked, which one would be. So if you got a Fortifier, that's a cheap one to upgrade.
Shadow Fox, what's up? He says, what about balance units? I've actually been playing around with the balance units on my BR account, and I mean, honestly, it's nice to get some health and some damage at the same time. Part of me says I would rather have one or the other than a little bit of both, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Those are actually really nice. They're really nice. It depends.
I don't have any of them.
I don't either on my personal account, but on the BR account, I got a bunch of them, and they're good modules. They're good modules. I almost forgot about those. Actually.
Yeah, me too. Because I don't have them. I haven't even got a chance to even, you know, like to see them in like a vent, you know, one of the vent chests or anything for me to, you know, even out of the 3 picks.
Yeah.
Like, it's probably something hard that, you know, if you get it, you're really lucky to get it.
Kill 'em all. What makes the Cerberus shield so strong is the fortifiers. Plus, he's got like 4 pilot skills, I think, for his shield. So, if you beef up the 4 pilot skills, it might be 3 or it's either 3 or 4 pilot skills. There's one pilot skill that makes a shield stronger. There's one that makes it recharge faster. And I'm pretty sure there was a third one for the shield, but I can't remember what it was. But those plus the fortifiers make it shield crazy good. But yeah, I was playing around with the maxed out Cerberus, and it's very expensive to get all those pilot skills plus the max fortifiers, but if you can do it, Cerberus turns into a beast. But if you don't get all that stuff, he's not that great. He's kind of an expensive robot to make good, unfortunately, but definitely a beast when you get him all leveled up to where he needs to be.
Yeah. Well, the Heichi's another good bot if you're in low league, you know, like mid to low league, and you get a Heichi, try to get a fortifier, even if it's in the store and they got them on sale. Get a fortifier, throw it on there. It's gonna give you more physical damage, and it's gonna give you more Aegis shield. Plus, it's gonna replenish your Aegis shield if you have the mechanic skill faster.
Yeah.
So
go ahead. I know you weren't finished there.
No. Yeah. So if you're mid to low leagues and you got, you know, even the older bots like a Heichi, you know, something like that, throw your fortifier on there and run them.
Robert, yeah, Exodus is actually a very powerful weapon. Exodus is ridiculous, actually. It's an old school weapon, but it packs a punch. I just made a video where I did old robots and old weapons. I think I had 2 Exodus on the back of a Falcon, and those things do some damage, man. Woo!
Yeah.
He says they do huge damage on a shell. But yeah, those are great. Those are great weapons for destroying shells, actually.
What's the damage range on them Exodus, Danny? You remember?
I believe it's 300 meters. Let me log on to my account really quick, and I'll double check.
Okay.
Or I mean, I think.
That'd be,
let me go see.
That's the only downfall to them would be the damage or the distance. You know, 300 meters, you're close enough for them to pound you too. So.
Yeah, 300.
300, yeah.
But yeah, they do huge damage. They're very strong. Oh yeah, Avalanche. That's another weapon that might be pretty good for fighting.
That's the ones I was thinking earlier when you was asking about the one weapons, and it would end up being Glacier. That's the weapon I was thinking in my head was the Avalanche, because I've got the 2 Freedom Avalanches in my hangar. I've never really. I think I burned them to level 6, and that's it.
Well, you know what?
6.
The Avalanche used to suck, and now they have a 6-second reload time.
I know it. I should upgrade them.
At some point, they buffed the crap out of that weapon. They went from being complete trash to actually pretty amazing. I had some, and they were so terrible, I actually sold mine. I was like, screw these things.
Yeah.
I had the Freedom ones as well, and I was like, I'm getting rid of this crap. These are junk. Now I regret it because
I'm glad I kept them. I'm like you. I was thinking there when all that, I was like, should I sell it? I was like, nope.
Guys, never sell any weapons because you never know when they're gonna buff the crap out of something. I know everybody gets all upset when nerfs it and stuff, but sometimes they buff stuff too. Just remember that. I mean, they
won't even tell you about it. It'll be a secret buff, like, you know, they just throw it in there last second in one of the buffs.
I got stuff that I absolutely hate and never plan to use sitting in my hangar now because I realize someday that piece of crap could turn into a piece of gold. You know what I mean?
Hoverbot. That thing has the potential with the right pilot, you know, with the right something on there you'll see him in Champion League, you know. If it made him immune when he was in the air like to all, you know, a certain type of weapon, like energy weapons, could probably damage him while he's in air, but like any machine gun weapons, you know what I'm saying? Resistant to all machine gun weapons while in air or something.
James, on my account, I run a Bulwark with a Thunder and a Glory. Is that a good setup? Well, as long as you're comfortable with getting really close to people with your Bulwark, yes, because those weapons do some very big damage, but of course for them to do the most damage, you have to be within 50 meters or closer. That's kind of a slow robot. I would prefer something with a longer range. I mean, they do have a 500 meter range, but at 500 meters, the shells spread out so much, most of them miss, and you're not doing as much damage at the longer ranges. So those weapons are amazing at point blank, but the further away you get, the less damage. So, I mean, it's all up to you how comfortable you are getting in close to your enemies with that robot. If you're 100% comfortable, you'll tear some people up if you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Me personally, I've never been good with the Bulwark, so I try to keep some like 500 meter or 600 meter weapons on them. But yeah, I mean, it's actually a good setup if you can play it.
If you're gonna run him as a brawler like that, you better have your fortifiers and heavy armor mod on there. You know what I'm saying? Give you something extra to take that punishment. If you're gonna run him as a midfield to backfield sniper, you know, you can put different mods on him accordingly to that.
Yeah, Catters, when they buffed the Thunder, they buffed it good, man. They made the Thunder go from just kind of so-so to excellent.
Yeah. Chris had a question in there, if I can read it, buddy. It says, "Hi, Danny. What do you think the next best light weapon after the nerf of the Quaker may be? Blaze?"
Well, Blaze is extremely strong for a little weapon, but I hate them. I hate them. I can't aim those things. That's kind of a hard one to answer because we're going to kind of have to see where the meta goes, but I'm thinking, like we were talking about earlier, I'm thinking flamethrowers and rocket weapons because shells are probably going to be all over the place soon, and flamethrowers bypass the shell shield. Rockets destroy a shield and damage him at the same time while they're destroying a shield. So I think the freeze rockets and the flamethrowers are going to be something we're seeing a lot of. The sonic sound weapons also, I think those are the three main things that are really going to shine here.
Yep. I think Sparks are going to make a little bit of a comeback when all that takes place too, Danny. Even though the Sparks and stuff don't do as much damage on the shells and stuff, but you know, you're starting to see more and more people out there run Sparks because
they're sweet.
I don't know what they did to them recently, but they're pounding pretty good. I'm getting pretty good hit damage out of my Sparks.
Andrew says, "Do you guys think the Typhon is a top 5 bot?" He says it's kind of weak and he doesn't know if he wants to spend the silver. I don't know if it's a top 5 bot, but it's maybe like a top 11 or 12 bot.
Maybe I would say it would. Well, maybe it would be right at the 9 or 10 range.
It's really good and it's really balanced, but it's probably never going to be one of the very top robots. It's kind of a step below. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Welcome for him. Welcome Meeks.
Someone's asking about Shotgun Hawk. Yeah, Shotgun Hawk is pretty sweet if you play him right, because I mean, if you don't quite take somebody out with the laser, and you can lock him down, you know, if you can lock him down, beat him up with your laser, and then land next to him and just finish him off really quick, that's actually a really good setup, but it's much harder to play than something else because Hawk really requires you to have cover. So if you're going to land next to somebody to bash them with the shotguns, you got to make sure it's like a one-on-one situation and there's nobody else around, because if it ends up being a team fight, your Hawk's gonna get smashed quick. So if you play that setup right, it's amazing. I have a Nucleon Shredder Hawk. what should I use after the nerf? Hawk with Glacier and Rime is my opinion on that. Glacier Rime Hawk or Flamethrower Hawk is probably going to be pretty amazing. Yeah. Or Sonic Weapon Hawk, honestly. Another thing that works really well is the Calamity Scourge if you still want something that has some distance.
Yep. That's what I run on my Hawk, and I like that setup.
I don't know if we're going to be getting skins for Titan, but there is going to be a special edition Minos Titan coming out. It's not a skin, it's actually a special edition, I guess, and he looks different. But I have been hearing something about Titan skins, so we may actually be getting those soon, yes. I haven't actually heard it confirmed, but Pixonic was mentioning they might be doing that. RX says his stream is going insane. I'm not really sure what that means, but okay.
KD, thank you, buddy.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Good stuff.
So appreciated, bud. Thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
Very nice of you, man.
KD, what you ought to do the next time you do that right there is say, okay, here's my donate. Can somebody match me, or anybody want to do a donate war with me? That's what I did last time I did, and end up having 2 other people drop in and try to match me on it. But we love it. We love it all the same, man. Thank you so much.
Yeah, that's the one thing with the cryos, Franco. I mean, they're good on everything, but yeah, you gotta be able to be comfortable getting up close with that.
Yeah.
Should I get a Falcon after I get a Behemoth? Falcon's a pretty awesome robot, honestly. I mean, he's not really considered to be one of the best anymore, but
I would say only run a Falcon if you're running him as a T-Falcon.
Honestly, Falcon is crazy fun to play, but there's better robots out there. I mean, if you absolutely
with those Sonic weapons, oh my god.
Yeah, Fenrir is kind of the way to go, honestly.
Oh my god. I took out all of Tattoo Josh's team when I time dropped against them yesterday evening on the ship map carrier. But somehow or another, I don't know how they didn't stop me from getting down to the end with that slow turd. But I got down there with my Fenrir with those Sonic weapons and was taking out their whole team when the match ended. I got 2 godlikes with him before they took me out of the match, and I think the match ended before they quite took me out. I can't remember now.
That boy Jay, we don't really know yet, because once the nerf hits the live server, we're not sure how much of a nerf it's actually going to get, because they've been changing it around on the test server. So we're not actually going to know how much is actually nerfed until it shows up. So it could be a small nerf, it could be a big nerf. It's hard to say.
And don't never listen to rumors on them nerfs and buffs. I've got drug into that rumors stuff in the past on Facebook and stuff. Don't feed into it unless it's set in stone and Pixonic released. Yeah. You see, like, any of the YouTubers, Chief, Danny, Islander, any of them, AD Game, any of them, Zox. If you see them, they say, okay, they show the list, what came out, then it's set in stone. If you don't see that, it's not set in stone.
Be careful listening to Zox, though. Okay, Zox gets some information kind of early.
Yeah.
And he even says, like, this is something they have in development, but it's not always guaranteed that it's actually going to come out into the game. So what Zox tells you is probably going to come out, but not always. Every once in a while, they do come out with something and then they scrap it. It never makes it in. So the stuff that Zox tells you is correct, but it may or may not end up making it to the live server, guys.
Yeah, we love Zox to death, though.
Yeah, Zox Franco, is cool, man.
Yeah. Somebody just said something in here I just seen. I was wanting to read real quick.
But yeah, I mean, until Pixonic says this is this, I always look at it as a 100% rumor until they confirm it.
Yep, me too. Oh, Franco said, I don't like the Sonic Fender because the robot is so slow. Look, if you hear me in the past, I always tell everybody this. I run, you gotta have the speed deals on the Fender when you run him in there. You gotta have the Adamant Roadhog and a regular Roadhog or else he is so slow.
This is what you do with the Sonic Fenrir. There's 3 or 4 robots trying to steal your beacon. Well, you drop in and you defend that beacon and kill all 4 robots with that Fenrir.
Yeah.
It's a nasty beacon defender, guys. You would be amazed at what a Fenrir with sonic weapons can do. But you're right. If you're trying to just brawl with it and run across the map and stuff, sometimes that does not. Sometimes it works out great. Other times you end up dying before you can even get over, even with your crazy, awesome Fenrir. But he is slow. You kind of got to learn to, put his weapon up on his back and use the speed boost while you're traveling. Of course, you don't want to get hit when you're in that mode because you don't have any damage resistance. So he's hard to play. He's hard to play with the sonic weapons, but if used right, he's amazing.
Yep.
What's up, Brutalizer?
You got to run Adamant Roadhog and Roadhog on him.
Better late than never, buddy.
Yep.
Oh, man. I'm about to get up and take some sinus medicine, so I'm going to leave you guys with...
Go ahead, buddy. Amazing Tay. Hello, buddy. Good to see you.
Oh, Nathan. Loyal member, buddy. Awesome. Check that out. Very cool, man. Thank you for the support. Definitely appreciate that. Malik, what's up, man? And thank you for being a channel member, too. And yeah, I'll be right back in just 1 second. I'm about to take this sinus stuff.
All right,
my sinuses are killing me.
It says, Terra Road says, do you know that phone in Europe you talked about, the 700 euros, where I live? Terra Road, what are you talking about, the OnePlus 7T, buddy? Because if you go to the website, the main website, they should be able to ship internationally. I wouldn't see why they wouldn't. They've got them on sale right now for $349.99. If you get one, and if it's locked to because they only sell them locked to T-Mobile. So if you get it and it's locked to T-Mobile, you just and you ain't running T-Mobile over there, you just have to get it, hook it up to a computer, and it takes 5 minutes, and you get the T-Mobile will give you the gold star, so you got the factory unlock on your phone, and then you can get it locked in. It takes 5 minutes after you unbox your phone when you call T-Mobile to literally get that or to be online with it. So, but it's $349.99. Well, I don't know what that comes to in euros, bud.
All right, Melik says he leveled up his Storm to 11, then it got nerfed. Are you talking about a while back, or are you talking about recently, Melik? Because as far as I know, they haven't done any nerfs on those recently. At least I hope not, because they already nerfed it to all heck. Yeah, Nicole, speed on Fenrir is very good. Speed on everything, though. Speed's very important on all robots. Like, I always try to run Roadhog on pretty much everything, and if you can run those 20% speed boosters, that's also amazing.
Yeah.
ARF, what's up, buddy? Nice to see ya.
Franco says, share what you got, Caters.
Yeah, Caters, you're always free to share some links in here.
Ironhide asked me, says, oh, go ahead, buddy. I'm sorry.
Moderators, guys, you're always free to... Any links you think are important or you would like to show other people, you guys are always welcome to post those. As long as it's not like... something weird.
Ironhide Axe War Machine said, if you could be one bot, what would it be? You know that question, or the answer to that already. Fenrir. I love my Fenrirs.
Yeah, Fenrir is pretty awesome. I hope he never gets a big nerf or anything.
I know.
For some crazy reason, as hard as he is to kill, I still don't feel that he's overpowered. What do you guys think? Do you think Fenrir is overpowered or not? I don't think he is.
I don't think he is either. I get melted, if I'm in a predicament, I'm out in the open and a couple of Hawks go up on me or a couple of Aljuns, I die so fast it make your head spin. He's not OP at all. If you run him good, he can stay in the fight and he can take some pounding. That's what a good tank bot is supposed to be. If you nerf that out of him, then, you know.
Oh, Tattoo Josh just became a loyal member. Check that out, buddy.
Good stuff.
Thanks, Josh.
Thank you.
You know, I really appreciate the support, all you channel members, man. It's so nice of you guys. It really is.
Yeah.
Helps me out a lot, honestly.
You guys
are
awesome.
Like with my medical problems, man, the nerve and muscle problems and stuff. It's rough out there, you know. So it's a giant help, you know. Thank you all so much. I really appreciate it. And even those of you guys who just watch the videos and show up to the stream and hit the like button and leave comments and stuff, man. You guys are awesome as well. I mean, all of you guys are just great. Thank you all so much. I really mean that. Yeah, you kind of do need heavy armor kits on your Fenrir. That is true. But if you can get a lot of armor on that dude, man, he is hard to take out.
I'll run one heavy armor on each one of my Fenrirs.
You got Santa Claus on yours, right?
I got the Santa Claus, so I run heavy armor, 2 fortifiers, and something else I can't remember. Then on the other one, I've got the heavy armor mod.
Yeah, I think Fenrir is actually great with even the Santa Claus pilot because you got to know him. It's hard to use the shield. I've never been good with regular Fenrir, but some people know exactly when to change in and out of the shield, and me, not so much. I've always got my buttocks kicked. I've always got my buttocks kicked when I played Fenrir regular, but I love them. I love tanks. Like, I have a thing about tanks. I just like to be hard to kill. It's fun for me for some reason. Yeah, when the Hawk's gone, oh yeah, I can't wait for the Hawk nerf. It's going to be the best. But that's cool if they're going to make so it does even more damage to Titans, though. So the Hawk's going to do a lot less damage to regular robots, but more damage. Yeah. I think another 25% damage to Titans than it does now. So they're actually going to turn the Hawk into what it was meant to be, was a Titan killer and not a regular robot killer. So everybody's going to be, everybody that still plays Hawks is probably going to save them till the end of the battle. They're going to wait for the Titans to come out before they bring out their Hawks once the nerf comes through, I think. I see Josh is making use of those emojis.
Yeah, he is.
Nice, buddy. We got the crap sandwich and the
Yeah, he does.
I'm gonna have to check because every so many members I get, I think it lets me add more emojis. So I'm gonna have to check to see if I can add more emojis yet.
See where you're at, yeah.
Maybe I'll be able to add another 1 or 2. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I gotta figure out what to make though if I do add more. It's kind of hard. They're so small. You gotta be able to make it so you can read whatever's on it to the thing. Those little teeny emojis are kind of hard to make and still have them be kind of cool.
Yeah.
I'll figure something out though if it lets me add any more.
Do one with like a maybe a controller, a video game controller in it, you know, as a gamer, maybe, I don't know.
But yeah, Shadow Fox, that's true. Whatever you just said there about the Hawk nerf, it could be a little different once it goes live. I mean, just because you see something on the test server, it doesn't always mean that's the way it's going to be once it hits the live server.
Yep.
But if that's what they do, that'll be great, I think. That would be very good, actually. Weapons do same damage as beam now, almost. So if
what does that mean, Cottage?
I think it's saying the normal weapons do the same amount of damage as Hawk's laser beam, so it's going to be like
because of 70%.
It's going to be equal to like being shot with regular weapons. Is that what you're saying, Catters? Because that would be perfect if that was the case.
Yeah, that's about where. Yeah, that's whenever I heard the 70% on there. That's about where I was thinking too. It would be about where the like normal weapons, if they were pounding like an Algene over your head. So.
Yeah, I can't wait for it to get dialed down. It's some games aren't even fun because the Hawks, they're just everywhere, and they lock you down. You can't get away from them. It's just like an instant poo-poo party. Oh, the Hawks can be terrible to deal with. Terrible.
They're terrible. What's it saying? Which unpopular weapon could be hidden gem post-nerf Exodus included? Yeah, Exodus is one of them. And then we were just sitting there talking about the
Redeemers and Tyrans.
Another one, yeah.
Woo. Those are excellent weapons, I think.
Oh shit! Hey, Danny, Tattoo Josh just won a Hawk. Congrats, buddy. I know he's been trying to get him a Hawk forever and a day, and he just put in the chat in there. Good stuff.
Well, check
that blew me
out,
away
buddy.
when I just read that.
Tattoo Josh, man, good karma, right? He becomes a member. He becomes a member and helps me out, and then he gets something he's always wanted. So, good stuff, buddy.
He was just talking about that yesterday, and I told him, I said, well, man, they might have you on a pay no mind list or something.
Dude,
Josh.
you're about to have a Titan destroyer if it ends up being it is on the test server, man. That's awesome. That is awesome.
He said, we're good luck. I guess. Heck. That's good stuff. I know you've been wanting one. Shoot. The thing, now we're going to have a couple other listeners in here talk about. That's not right. I want a Hawk.
Dominic wants to know how we feel about the current MM.
Matchmaking.
Oh, matchmaking. Okay, I suck. I can't figure out abbreviations, guys. You guys use abbreviations, and I'm sitting there going, what the heck is that? Like, I've always, my brain doesn't work that way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
it's tough. It's rough.
Yeah, unfortunately, it depends on like who's on and trying to get in the battle. And if there's not that many people playing at the time that you are, the game just kind of throws you in there with whoever to make sure, just to keep the matchmaking from being long.
Yeah.
So it all depends on how many people are in there. I mean, if there's a lot of people playing at a certain time of day, the matchmaking is a lot better. But there's times a day when there's really not that many people in there. And that's when the matchmaking gets really bad because it can't find anybody that's like evenly matched with you. So it just throws you in with the crazy hard hitters, and then you get a big old crap sandwich served to you. And it's really is all about what time of day you're playing, honestly.
Yep, play early morning or late at night in your server, and you'll find that the matchmaking ain't near as difficult, you know. But for me anyway, and I'm on a US server, so I don't know if maybe European servers is, you know, maybe you could drop in there at 4 o'clock in the afternoon on your time and do good. I don't know how them servers, you know. But.
Yeah, that's true. Gabriel, do we think the old bots should get some abilities or new features? Some of the bots, yes. Here's the deal. Some of those bots are designed for brand new players, okay? Now, like bots like Leo, I'm not really sure he needs anything, okay? He's very strong as far as hit points go. He's got good firepower. I could see it would be kind of cool if they made him a little faster, right? But there's other bots that, example like Hover and the Al Quinn and a few others that could really, most of the dash bots could use some stuff. I mean, there's the basic bots. I kind of feel that the basic bots should stay about where they're at, but there's all these other really cool bots in the game that aren't really playable right now because the meta just eats them up, and they're not really the beginner bots. So bots like that should really be getting something. Like, imagine like Kumaho. Kumaho needs something.
Right.
I think, what's that little other dash bot that's real fast?
Strider?
Strider needs something. Hover needs something.
The Heichi?
The Al Quinn, the Al Gong, the Heichi. What's Heichi's brother? The Bulg.
Bulbasaur.
Yeah, the Bulg needs something. Like, there's a lot of the robots out there that could really use some love and
Yeah.
just aren't getting it. I mean, someday they've actually been. They did mention they were thinking about doing something to some of the older robots, but that was a while ago, and I haven't really seen too much happen with it. So I don't know if they scrapped the idea.
Listen, I ain't got rid of the Alquin because I think that'd be a bot that could come back. Because with those weapons, when you're in the air, he's like 80% damage resistant and all that, but he shoots those missiles on top of your head, you know, and so it's a good bot, but it really needs some tender loving, you know, and Pixar needs to show them a little love with a good pilot or something. Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely.
I do agree, Nicole.
Quinn is a really cool looking robot. Like, it looks awesome. Like, what it does is super cool, but
yeah,
when it goes up in the air, it needs some damage resistance or something.
Yeah.
As far as the lag goes,
the red one?
KD, as far as the lag goes, they're currently working on getting new servers. So they're upgrading the new servers, and they think once the new servers get here, it should fix all of the lag, or at least most of it.
Yeah.
So yes, I do think pretty soon we won't be seeing the lag anymore. So they actually thought Remastered was going to fix the lag, which unfortunately it didn't. So after that went live and they realized, hey, we still got lag, they said, okay, we need to get new servers, unfortunately. So sometime within the next month or two, I think they were talking about it.
Well, they're leasing servers, but it ain't just something they could do overnight.
Yeah, I guess it's
they gotta take all their coding and transfer, you know, everything from one server station to the other.
Yep.
That in itself takes a little bit of time.
But yeah, they said it was gonna.
Go ahead, Danny.
The total transfer to the new servers, they said it was gonna take a couple of months, but I think they're probably, if I remember correctly, they were thinking maybe around like March or April. But we'll see what happens with that, guys. I don't know if it could take a little longer, or it could be like next week for all we know. But they are working on getting the new servers up and running right now, I guess.
Yeah, what happened with that, Danny, is whenever they code everything and to transfer over, anything that's been like double and triple and quadruple coded over, they're gonna take them codes out. You know what I mean? It's gonna free up all that room for the new servers, and it's not gonna run near as laggy.
Yeah, I don't know anything.
It's a good thing.
I don't know anything about servers. I just know if they get new ones, that'll be awesome, because I guess these ones just are lagging behind.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm really looking forward to that.
In mine, though. Danny, with your OnePlus 7, do you get much lag? I mean, I'll get it.
Most days, no.
It's like a second or two, and then it's gone.
Most days, I don't get that much lag. I do have some games where the lag is ridiculous. I have other games where there's hardly any. I mean, it's really weird, but it's hit and miss. I think that's another thing that depends on how many people are on and playing at the same time. I think if there's a lot of people on, you see more lag, and when the servers are quieter, you don't see as much lag.
Okay, let me ask everybody in chat right now. If you drop in the match late, please put I. Say I in chat. And I'm going to tell you, after I, give it a minute, after I, read all the I's, then I'm going to tell you how to fix it. Because it did for me, worked for me. For 2.5 years, it dropped me in 45 seconds to a minute and a half late. Every match, every mode, it didn't matter. And I went and got this OnePlus 7 because Danny said, referred me to this phone. And it's about a little bit over a year old phone. Since then, drops me in matches. I'm actually, my feet's on the ground, and I'm watching, I'm looking at the buzzer thing, beep, 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 and then you go. I ain't seen that in like almost 3 years.
Best phone ever.
0 to no lag. 0 to no, and I ain't even got the game thing turned all the way up. I got it 60 hertz. I ain't even got it set at 90.
They said the new maps are coming and the old maps are coming, but I'm not sure of what date. I kind of thought those were going to be, back by now, but there must be some sort of delay on those. I don't actually have a date for you guys on that. And they haven't mentioned it lately, but I think last month they did say, hey guys, don't worry, the new maps are coming, but we're still waiting on that.
I'd like to see him bring Yam map out. That was one of my favorite maps. And then, you know, that factory map or whatever they bring out with the lava? That was a really good map. I just got used to it, and then they pulled it.
Oh yeah, we could all play a lot better if there wasn't any lag.
Oh yeah.
I don't really feel like it's worse, but it depends on your phone. Now, one thing, guys, a lot of you are trying to play it on 60 frames per second. And I notice, like, when I play on my PC on the emulator, if I set it to 60 frames per second, the game is way more laggy. So if you're having trouble, try to go back to 30. Try 30 and try 60. See if one works better for you. It kind of depends on your device, I think. Yeah. But on my phone and on the emulator now, I've got it all set back to 30 frames per second because it just works better.
Yeah.
Now, if you set it to the lower setting, the lowest graphic setting, it also seems to run better. But the game doesn't look anywhere near as good on the lowest setting. But, you know, if you really need to, try the lowest graphic settings in 30 frames per second. And I think that will probably help you guys out a lot.
Yeah. And guys, look, Farhan the other day, whenever we had one of our live streams, a couple live streams ago, while we was in the live stream, he goes, I ordered the OnePlus 7. It's going to be here January 27th or whatever day it was. And I said, good job, buddy. You know, you'll love it. He got that phone. He played the very first game with me in there. Now, it dropped him in matches late, and he had to always fight with the lag, you know, shoot ahead of the character or behind the bot. You know, he had to always work the lag to get his shots in, and his hit damage wasn't always accurate. You know, he wasn't getting the hit damage. He wasn't getting hit markers. First game we dropped in on, we were on comms together in there. He loved it. It dropped him in right with me, you know, 5 seconds before the match started. In there, he had no lag at all. We got out and I asked him, I said, so what do you think? He says, oh, my, he was laughing. He was so happy he was laughing. So a lot of it, you know, you guys can blame Pixonic, the lag and this and this and this on 100% of Pixonic. I want to say it's 30% of servers, maybe 40%, and the other 60 to 70% is your device.
Yeah, I mean, some people might just be playing on a low-end device, and when you see lag, it might actually be that person's device lagging. It might not even be like the servers, you know what I mean? It could be a person just has such a slow device that they're lagging, and you're seeing them lag. It might not even be on your end sometimes, or Pixonic's end, I don't know. But I mean, games like this do require a pretty decent phone to really get in there and play them well.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, they've got cheap gaming phones. Whenever I was pricing, looking for this one, I found them for 150, 200 bucks, brand new.
And I think Roop's right there. Certain weapons do cause more lag than others. That's true.
Yes.
I kind of wish they would get rid of some of the weapon effects, make them a little less than what they are, because that might help. That might actually help get rid of some of the lag as well.
Yeah. Well, Catters also just said whenever they introduced the Titans, he noticed more lag as well.
Huh. I never actually noticed that, but yeah,
I
maybe.
do. Whenever I'm in a match, I'll get, you know, before with the other device, my other phone, I'd get hardly no lag, and then as soon as you hear that drum sound like where a Titan dropped in, then you start getting serious lag.
Yeah, I mean, when I play on my phone, I have almost no lag, but when I play on my emulator, sometimes the game lags a lot. It's funny, but my phone runs the game better than my computer. But one thing about emulators is the games are really not optimized to run properly on emulators. They optimize the games to run as good as they can on the different phones, but like, even I think when I download the game on my emulator, it says this game is not optimized for this device or whatever, meaning it's not running the best it could be on that thing. But when I like to make my normal videos on the emulator, unfortunately with the nerve and muscle problems, I can't sit in the chair for 2 hours to do the streams, so that's why you don't see me on the webcam and stuff on the streams. But I mean, I got a, you know, the webcam, I got a better microphone, just the overall quality is better when you're trying, when you can make your videos on your PC. That's the only reason I even play it on the emulator.
Yeah.
Not because I feel like it gives me a chance, but I mean, when you see me live streaming lately, I've been doing all my live streams on my phone. So when you've been seeing the gameplay from my live streams, that's all phone gameplay.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys have noticed that it runs better than when I make my regular videos.
It's
but
so smooth. You have like 0 to no lag at all, Danny, whenever you run your phone.
yeah, Wi-Fi. If you have slow Wi-Fi, that can be a little bit of a problem. Is all. Oh, Gabriel, I thought you were talking about Area 51 for a minute. I thought you were gonna say you had some sort of crazy alien phone, but he says he has a Samsung A51. See, there goes my dyslexia kicking in. I read things that aren't even there. I swear, I read Area 51.
Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah, Top Giver, I can't stand for very long either. That's the problem. If I'm standing, I can get out and I can walk, but I have to stay moving. If I start standing still after about 15 minutes, like all my muscles just tighten up and I can't feel my left leg anymore, so.
Nicole asks, what's your predictions on drones? I like drones. I love the chips. I at first hated the drones and the chips. I did, trust me. I thought about not even playing, uninstalling because of that. But I overcome it and I went with it and now I'm loving it. You know?
Yeah, the drones are okay. I mean, I don't like the majority of the microchips that we have. That's my problem with the drones is there's a few chips that I think are awesome, and there's a bunch of chips that I say, man, these suck.
Worthless.
I don't want to use these. These are crap.
Yeah, some of them are just worthless. Some of them actually hurt your bot or don't work at all because it ain't the right combo with what mods you're running.
Now, they are talking about adding new drone chips, so new drone chips will be coming out soon, guys.
Yeah.
Man, I gotta pee again. I'm sorry. I'll be right back, guys.
Go ahead, buddy. How much coffee have you drunk this morning already?
Not very much, but like, I have some anxiety issues. When my anxiety gets real high, like it is today, for some reason I pee a lot. I don't know what it is, but when my anxiety is real bad, seriously, every 10 to 15 minutes I'm peeing. It gets that crazy.
We have a dog like that, man. Beautiful little house dog, man. But every time she'd get excited, somebody come over. She'd pee and she couldn't help it. You know, we end up having to put a diaper and a pee pad on the floor because right about the front door. Because when somebody come in and she started wagging her tail 150 miles an hour and go to squatting and do that little peeing on the ground thing, I'm like, you can do it right there on the puppy pad now. It's right there. It's 2 feet from you. Go.
All right, guys. I'll be right back.
All right, buddy. Drones with the right chips are awesome. Yes, Root, they are. If you have the right combo set up and everything, I'm gonna tell you who's teaching me a lot about the drones and the chips. All right. And that's Adore. Adore, he has them to the T, and his stuff is stout and they work great. He can tell you, but if you don't, with something with Adore, if you don't have what it is you gotta have to, you know, whatever, the chip to work with this combination of this mod, he'll tell you gotta get it. And you're like, well, I can't. Well, you gotta get it. You know, straight up. You know, that's how. But yeah, Adore's really good with the drone, so I'm starting to learn them really good. He's telling me what's working with what mods, what chips. So it's overwhelming at first, but it's starting to make sense now to me in my head anyway. Whatever 6 months or whatever drones are out now, 6 months down the line, they will be better. Oh, I'm sure. Catters, they right now just like the introduction of some drones. They'll probably have drones that do things in the future that'll blow your mind, man. Like can warp you. You know what I'm saying, or something. You know, you're in a like let's say you're in a bot that don't have phase shift, a warp phase shift, almost like a Scorpion. You know, that'll give it to you or something. You know, adds ability. So I don't know. It's hard telling in the future. You never know. Yeah, it is a crapshoot what chips you get to Catters unless you build all of them the same. I've noticed if you have all of them like the intensifier chip, right? if you build all of them in like the blue chips T2, let's say, it's all going to build the same thing. But if you have one random in there, I've noticed it could on top of your other chips that match, it could spawn you a random chip when you combine it. So I don't really understand how that works either. So, but I have lucked out and got a couple decent chips that way.
You don't understand how the random chips work?
Somewhat, yeah, I do. But
okay,
yeah.
I'll give you a real quick explanation on that. So if you put all of the same exact chip in, you're going to get the same. Let's just say you need to put in 15 chips to combine a tier 1 chip into a tier 2. Well, if you put 15 of the same chip in, it's going to give you the same exact chip, only a higher tier. Now, if you put like 15, if you put like even one chip in that's different, and you combine it, you're just going to get a random chip. You never know what it's going to throw you out. So if they're not all the same, it's just 100% random. I mean, you might put in, let's just say you put in 14 of one chip and one of another. Well, you're just going to get whatever the game decides to give you. That's pretty much the deal on how that one works.
Yeah, that's what I was just explaining to Cat.
Okay, cool.
There, I said pretty much the same thing, but yeah, I don't understand how they can. If it's 14 and one, but the one or the other, it should give you the 14 in my opinion, the one. But hey, like I said, I'm glad it's like that in a way because I've lucked out and got a couple of decent chips doing that.
Shadow Fox, you could always take the weapon chip off your drone. I'm pretty sure if you don't put that weapon chip in there, the drone won't shoot.
Yeah.
I've never actually tried it, but I bet the drone doesn't shoot if you take that weapon chip out.
Yeah, but then if you take that shooter chip off of their Shadow, then like your lockdown shooter deal and all that stuff won't work. So all your other chips won't be active that's supposed to be runs off the chip.
Are you sure about that?
Pretty positive.
Huh. I've never tested that out. I don't really know. That's an interesting.
It ain't on there. You don't see it going pew 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 pew.
I'll tell you though, the chips I like are the ones that make you heal. And ones I like the damage, the damage resistance chips are cool. The healing chips are cool.
Increased damage. That's the ones that recently that what's your name introduced me to. One of my buddies. He says get the ones for damage increase, but you gotta have your pilot skill has to be something the same for it to work. It's crazy how that works too with the pilot skill.
Well, I'm kind of thinking the chips that give you more damage if you're locked down or suppressed, those might be really good chips to add because I'm constantly being locked down, I'm constantly being suppressed. Might as well add the chips that give you more damage when you're locked down or whatever, because I mean I think that's a pretty big help, honestly. The last two operations had drones that had pretty much all triangle chips except for a couple slots, and those are all the damage increasing drones. But most of those chips I don't like. There's only a couple chips in that triangle one that I like. I like the modulative intensifiers. Only problem with those is you have to activate a module to make the chip work, and that costs power cells.
The freezer ones are pretty good. I get hit by them if somebody's out there and they got one of them and it's a high enough tier. It literally slows me down where I'm just like, I can't even hardly move.
Now, if you have the freeze rockets and you add a couple of the freeze chips, that's a pretty sweet setup. I mean, that freezes people quick. If you have lockdown weapons and you add a couple lockdown chips, that locks people down real quick. But certain weapons work really well with the effects chips, others don't.
Yeah, but what Adora's been teaching me right here lately is like your pilot skill. If you're gonna run this chip, it say like suppression or whatever, certain type of chip, it ain't gonna work unless you have that pilot skill set for whatever suppression or whatever. So that's another thing you gotta look at. He told me, Adora told me, he said, go into your hangar and into your pilot skill and see what pilots you have or what skills you have.
Yeah.
Try to build your drones for whatever bot you're gonna be running that on. And I said, oh, it makes sense. And I did, and so now I went and I took all the chips off of every one of my drones and I set each drone up one at a time accordingly per, a pilot.
Yeah, my main
That's how
problem
I'm doing
is most of my drones, I don't like the chip slots they have, and most of the chips I
Yeah.
have aren't that great either. That's
Yeah.
my whole problem. The drones are really cool if you can get the right chips and the right slots on your drones, but
Yeah.
man, it's hard to get
Well,
the
that's what
stuff
I
that you like.
It is, and it's overwhelming. Turbo just said it's too complicated for the drone chips. I agree. That's the reason why I say Adore's helping me. If y'all guys know somebody that is really, really, really good with that, figuring all the chips with the pilots and everything and getting them worked out and telling you what ones is what and walking you through your hangar, I pledge you to do so, because that's what I'm doing with Adore, and it's helping me. It's helping me make sense in my head how I have to do it and how I run it. And then when I drop the drones, right, I know which drones are built for what bot to drop.
Like I have a good understanding of the drone chips, but I would say I'm not an expert on the subject.
Right. Me neither.
Once I start getting more, I do have all those chips on my BR account, but I don't get on that one much. I don't get on the Pixonic owned account very often.
Yeah.
Usually it's just to show you the new stuff when it comes out. Most of the time on my own account, and I don't know, I just don't really have enough stuff to really make my drones that awesome yet on my own account.
Yeah. I think, Danny, I've only got out all 5 of my drones in my hangar now. The ones that I run, my main ones.
Yeah.
That are my good drones. I've only got maybe 3 of them that are the T1, and maybe 3 that are the T2, and the rest of them are T3s. I probably got 14 or 15 T3 chips. 2 of them I ain't even got equipped because they're
all
crap.
my,
like you said, some of them are crap.
pretty
even though they're
much.
T3 chips. I'm looking at that and I read it and I'm like, that ain't even worth me taking this other chip off, one of the good chips, to put this crap chip on there.
Almost all of my chips are blue. Now I do have.
Yeah, but I've been getting mine from the 200 chest and the 1,000 crate chest.
Yeah, I didn't open too many of those, honestly.
Yeah, that's where I get all my purpose. It seems like they've been dropping. Pixonic's been giving me those T3 drones left and right out of the.
Okay, Decatters, he has the Gold Crashing Repairer. I try to get about 50% repair. What does the gold do, bud? How much does the gold give you?
I'm sure it's probably a pretty decent chip.
I think it's 40%, isn't it? 40% healing? If it's 40%, I would only use one of them, because if you think, the game only lets you heal so much of your health back, and most of the time, it's not going to give you, let's just say you put 2 of those gold chips on, and that goes up to 80% healing.
Sure,
the game's probably not going to let you heal more than 50 or 60% of your health back, I think. You know what I'm saying there?
Yeah.
So 50%, 50% is really good. If you could get one chip that gives you, the healing, and then use the rest of your chips for damage output, that would probably be amazing. The cool thing about those healing chips is they have a 5-second cooldown, so they have the potential to work several times per battle.
Right.
So I think I would go with 150% chip and potentially something else that's going to help you out in another way, either damage resistance or damage output if possible.
Output, yeah. Yeah.
But that's how I would do it.
My glider drone, right? The circle chips. That's all for defensive, for your defense mitigators and all that and everything. My glider, I have 6 circle slots. That's one of the ones I want from a giveaway. That's one that I'm gonna build strictly for my Fenrir, my tank bots. You know what I mean? So I build him according to that. So how Adore's teaching me to do it, go in there and check your pilot. So whatever chips you're gonna be running on him, make sure that they're gonna activate with the pilot skill. So if you've got to have that pilot skill to act for that chip to activate, then switch skills, pilot skills for that pilot, for that or for that that bot.
But Catters, though, I mean, if you were to add 2 of those chips and get 100% healing back, that means once that chip did kick in, though, you would get every single bit of health back that you could almost instantly. So, I mean, even if you
Except for sonic weapons, you're not going to get that back.
That's true, yeah. The sonic weapons, you won't get any back if you're fighting somebody with sonic weapons.
So then you got to kind of look at that. So that chip, you know, could be obsolete. If you shoot somebody that's you know, healing herself, you know, and they ain't running sonic weapons, then yeah, they ain't shot with sonic weapons. But if you shoot somebody with that, or if you get shot with that and you got that, and they was sonic weapon, you ain't getting that back.
Yes, the overdrives do work on robots' built-in weapons, as far as I understand. So, like your Hawk, your Hades, your Ares, I believe anything that fires some sort of ability weapon, I believe it is also increased by the overdrives. Mm-hmm. At least that's what we've all been led to believe. Okay. I've tested it before, and I'm about 90. If I remember correct, my memory is terrible, but I remember testing it, and I'm about 95% sure it worked on the Hawk's laser beam as well.
Yeah.
Hey, Wizard, what's up, buddy? So, Wizard, do you stream after my stream ends? I've noticed a couple times you've done that. I didn't have time to pop back on to your stream or whatever, but if you're streaming, you know, let me know. We can tell people to check out your stream after mine ends if you're going to be doing that. Oh, you just finished yours? Okay. Never mind then.
That's kind of bad timing on his part.
I tried to find out like what time other YouTubers were streaming, and I tried to pick the times that the least people were on. Like for like I really wanted to stream on Sundays, but like YouTube tells you what is the best time like for your streams and stuff. It'll look at all your views and stuff, and mine, the most of my people seem to be on around the time I start my streams according to YouTube, so that should be the best time for me to stream. But if I do that on Sunday, Adrian's streaming, so I switched mine from Sunday to Saturday. But I always try to find the time where it seems like the least YouTubers were on. I don't know if I ever checked as far as today though, but I know my tomorrow stream and my Saturday stream, there don't seem to be too many people streaming at those times, or at least there wasn't when I picked those times. But yeah, it's kind of hard to find good stream times, honestly. It's hard to work around everybody else. But yeah, I mean, if anybody ever has a stream going on that starts after mine, you know, you guys can feel free to be like, hey, I'm streaming after Danny. You know what I mean? GMT +2. Yeah, I don't understand that. Time zones are confusing. The +2, I think we're like +5 or -5. I have no idea.
That's actually what I'm gonna do, Danny. Whenever I start doing my streams, when I have enough subs, is I'm gonna stream after yours. So
that's a good idea.
I'll do the 2 hour on Wednesday, you know, whatever, co-host in there, then go and do probably 30-45 minute stream on mine. I know I ain't gonna want to do a 2 hour stream on yours and do a 2 hour stream on mine too. 4 hours.
Yeah, that's
back
rough.
Back. Yeah, because I just did last night. I was, you know, because I'm a mod for Chief too, so Chief ran his a little bit over 2 hours. I was in there and with Chief and Kind, so.
Well, KD Live needs to work on his YouTube channel, but if you guys want to check out KD Live, throw them a few subscribers, that would be sweet. Same with the Wizard. They both got some pretty cool YouTube channels, guys. Yusuf Gaming, Tattoo Josh, all
Ghost
cool
Bomb,
channels.
Boom Dab, yeah, all of them. All them guys are awesome. They put out good content.
I think Terra Road's also got a nice YouTube channel, so.
Yeah, Terra Road, yeah. I forgot about him. Sorry, buddy, I didn't mention you.
If you guys got the time, man, stop by and throw them a sub.
Yeah. Manny streamed today after you, he said. You know who I ain't seen in the stream today, and I don't think last stream, Danny?
Who's that?
Adrian.
Yeah, he stops by sometimes. Like, he's a pretty
Yeah,
busy
I know.
dude.
Yeah, I
Like-
hope everything's okay with him, because normally he'll stop in like at least every other one of
Yeah,
our
he's
streams.
just got a lot of stuff going on right now.
Yeah.
Joseph
live
has
stream the other
0
day.
subs. Do you put out videos, Joseph? If Joseph puts out videos, that would be cool to help him out a little bit, because he says he's got 0. Yeah, Adrian stops in when he has time, which isn't always that often.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on Android. Yeah, YouTube takes a while to really get everything going and get it set up and rolling. YouTube's a hard thing, guys. That's why I try to help some of these smaller channels get subs, because man, it is not easy out there. It is not easy out there.
And Joseph also, like Danny puts in, or not just Danny, a lot of these YouTubers, but like Danny's up at the crack of, I mean, he's up at 4:30 every morning. When I tell you that, he goes to bed decent, at night, and he gets up early. He puts his first video out, then he does his other video for CSR2 racing for his channel for that. Then he goes and does all of his answers, questions, and everything, and deals with that for an hour or so or whatnot. Then he does, like, we have a live stream like today. But you got to do that consistently every day to put in content and keep your viewers and give them. You got to, man. It's a lot of work, but if you're going to do it at 100% or don't do it at all.
I would say 4 to 6 times a day, I put in an hour to 2 hours just answering comments. So, like, I get on, I answer comments for an hour or two, then I do some other stuff. Then a few hours later, I pop back on. I mean, my one channel's got 20,000 plus subs. This one's got about 7,000. I get a lot more questions, like in-depth questions, on the other channel, but
yeah.
Oh man, it's an all-day thing. It's like, yeah, I get up. I usually wake up at 5 a.m. sometimes earlier. Bust out 2 videos. Then if I then I do what I need to do. Get a shower, blah blah blah. Answer some questions. Then get ready for my live streams. I'm actually live streaming 5 days a week between the 2 channels.
Yeah.
Today's what, Wednesday? See, I even forget what day it is sometimes. But yeah, I mean, it's like an all-day thing for me. Like from the time I get up to the time I go to bed. I mean, sure, I take a few breaks here and there. I might take like an hour where I just like don't do anything, but then after my hour break, I'm just right back to. I mean, there's the chat rooms, the questions. There's a lot of stuff behind the scenes that really sucks up a lot of time. It's ridiculous how much time I spend on this stuff. Honestly, it's
You can burn yourself out if you overdo it at one time. You know what I mean? And at too long a time. You know, you just got to pace yourself.
There's actually quite a few guys that do stuff off their phone. I mean, the phone gaming and stuff is getting more popular, so you are seeing more and more people doing videos off of their phone. So don't feel bad if you're making phone videos. I mean,
hey, I'm going to be doing it off of my OnePlus 7T. Chief, he does it off of his tablet.
yeah, I mean, he plays on his phone. Like even my live streams are usually played on my phone. I stream my phone to my PC. Same thing with Chief though. Like Chief streams his iPad to his PC, and then the PC streams the gameplay. But there's a lot of us, like Chief, Islander. There's a lot of us that actually play on our phones. Some of us use the emulator, some of us use phones, but some of us use the phone and the PC. Some people just use the PC. Some just use the phone. So it's just everybody's different. We all do different things. So, you know, whatever you need to use it. Make the best out of what you got available to you and do what you can with it.
Runs the Kindle Fire and plays off of that. So, you know, $100 device, you know, and he goes out there and does decent with it, you know, so.
I mean, eventually, if your channel like grows, it starts making money. I mean, that's what I've done over the last 2 years. I've slowly been piecing. I started off with like so much junk equipment. Like my webcam was junk, my microphone was junk. You know, I was running a 10-year-old laptop that eventually broke, and over the last 2 years, I've been able to slowly buy, you know, a new camera here, a microphone there. A few months later, I got like a nice light for my lighting setup. You know, a few months later, got another light. A few months later, got a chair. Like a few months later, got a mouse. Like every couple months, I've been buying like one thing here and there over the last 2 years till I finally got enough equipment to have like be able to make like real quality stuff if I need to. Only thing that sucks is I can't spend enough. I could do way more cooler stuff with all the editing and junk, but I can't spend enough time in my chair because of the nerve and muscle issues to sit there and just spend a couple hours editing like some guys do. If I could spend all the time editing, then man, I could really do some amazing stuff. But you know, like every morning I just try and play 2 or 3 games. I don't just record the best games and show them to you. I play my 2 or 3 games every morning, and that's about all the time I get because I got to bust out another video for the other channel. So if the 3 games I record were bad, well, that's what you guys see. You can see the good videos, you see the bad videos. Just you got to do what you can do, guys.
About editing, he goes most of the time, you know, to make it easy on him because he does put in so much content, so much time. He tries to do it on his not live video, but his drop videos every day, to where it's no editing at all. It's just what you see is what you get.
Yeah,
and
the only thing,
like, if you can get like that, go ahead, Danny.
Basically, I have when I do my screen recorder, it has a pause button, so I just pause it and unpause it. I do everything on one take. I do throw it on the editor just to add the little like thing in the beginning of the video that pops up that says like, "Hey, Danny Lightning Gaming, like and subscribe." And I also add a little bit of effect to the vocals to make the vocals sound slightly better. But I do like no real editing except for I do as little editing as possible. Put it that way.
That's how I'm gonna do mine, Danny, because you know you're kind of like my mentor with it. So you're like, you know, if you're gonna, and that's how I'm gonna keep myself from burning myself out. Is editing when you got to go. That's what's time consuming, you know.
Yes.
When you want to edit every video, whether it's an 8-minute or a 20-minute video. That 20-minute video took you 4 hours to edit, download, and play.
Seriously though, most bigger YouTubers pay somebody to edit their videos because editing is nasty. It's time consuming. I mean, it's unbelievable. I mean, there's been days where it's just taken me like an hour for a video that really should have taken 5 minutes. You know what I mean? Because the editing, like something got messed up and I got to cut this out or cut that out or move. Like on the couple, I mean, there's sometimes where, like on my other channel for the CSR2 Racing, most of those videos are about 5 to 10 minutes long at the tops, but those are a little different. Those are like I'm teaching people to play the games, I'm showing them stuff. That's more of like a tutorial, and I still do most of those in one take, but sometimes I do got to get on the editor, and that 10 minutes of recording and then an hour worth of freaking editing the dang thing after, you know what I mean? So like that
and
channel,
you got good devices to do the download. So if somebody's trying to do all that off of a phone or something like KD Live was talking about, everything's off his phone. Well, if he's doing it off a phone and the phone has slow download speed and all that, it could be a 3 to 4 hour process on a 20-minute video. So you imagine having to do that 2 times a day.
Yeah, that would suck.
6 days a week. That's where you get burnt out. So, I'm just going to do mine non-edit on my video drop every morning. Non-edit.
I mean, there's times where I've just not so much on my War Robots channel, but my other channel is a little more in depth. But there's times where I've just been like, crap, I'm just not going to. It's just like, I got to get out of this chair. I can't feel my feet. My muscles are in spasms. I'm just going to stop and finish this one tomorrow. So every once in a while, I have to skip a day just because like the editing went wrong or something happened and I just couldn't spend the time in my chair. So sometimes I'll, maybe once a week or something, I'll end up skipping a day on the other channel because of that type of thing.
Yeah.
But
yeah, that's why I say, you can burn yourself out real
Yep.
easy if you got a channel like KD Live and them, and they're doing all that editing every day. Just try to keep it edit free as little as possible. I love Danny's videos he drops every morning. That's him. That's real. That's it shows his personality. That's not edited out. You know what I mean? So that's what I want to see.
Oh, sorry. Now that Alpha Gaming,
I was done.
Alpha Gaming, all right. He's got a channel where he mainly does like tech videos on cameras and streaming equipment and all this junk.
Yeah.
Dude's got he runs his own businesses. He runs some sort of crazy music service where you can pay for streaming to stream his songs onto your live streams and crap. Dude's a millionaire, right? The dude's a millionaire. He pays some guy a couple $1,000s every month just to edit his videos. So
yeah,
I mean some people are willing to spend thousands of bucks just so they don't have to edit anymore. But a good editor is really freaking expensive, man. It's ridiculous what editors charge. But I mean, some guys, a lot of those YouTubers actually, if you've noticed, there's some YouTubers out there that only put out one video per week. And that's because there's so much editing involved in that hour-long or two-hour-long video they put out each week.
Yeah.
They don't have time to do anything except for record and edit. And it takes them a full week to get one video up because of all the editing. It's crazy what editing can do for some people.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So you want to look professional. You're going to put professional time into it. I'm just going to be me. I'm going to drop my videos, my day videos. It's just going to be, 10, 20 minute, whatever. Just no edit. And that's just how, that way I don't burn myself out after a year.
Well, guys, it's about 2 o'clock. We've hit our 2 hours, so it's about time for this to go.
Yep.
I need to.
We're about wrapping this up.
I need to eat some food. My stomach is rumbling.
Yeah.
So.
Tattoo Josh said that we're really, really good luck, Bubba, because he just won his third iDrone today. Also.
That's awesome, buddy.
On this live stream, yeah.
Congrats on all the good stuff you won, Josh. That's awesome.
Yep.
But guys, thank you all so much. Thank you all so much. Moderators, thank you guys. You're all awesome. Definitely appreciate you. Very awesome of you guys to watch my videos and come out and hang out with us on the streams. You guys make these streams so much more fun just by being here. So thank you all. All the channel members, guys, you thank you for the support. I really appreciate it. I mean, you guys really are great. And unfortunately, it's time to go for the day, but I'll be back tomorrow with a gameplay live stream and again on Saturday. So hopefully I see you guys on those. And thank you all so much. You all have a great day. Anything else to add, War Machine?
Nope, that's pretty much it. Peace and chicken grease.
All right, guys. You're all awesome and have a great day. All right, see ya.
See ya. All right.